And Senator John McCain joins us now from Salem, New Hampshire.
Senator, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Senator, I can remember you telling me several times not that long ago that you probably weren't going to endorse anyone, at least not in the primaries, but here you are in New Hampshire endorsing Mitt Romney. What changed for you?
Well, I think that it's very much time to select our nominee and to move forward into the general election mode. This is going to be a very tough fight. I feel very strongly that Mitt Romney is the candidate that can defeat President Obama, and I also think he's conducted an excellent campaign, and I agree with him on almost every issue. And so I'm proud to endorse him and support him and get this thing done with as quickly as possible and get into the main event.
Was this a difficult decision for you at all? I mean, you served with Rick Santorum in the Senate for many years. You called John Huntsman a personal friend. Did this weigh on you at all?
Oh, it does. It always weighs on you because these are all good people that are running as in this race, and it's very tough on them, their families, and their lives, and I respect every one of them. I just feel that the important goal is to have a Republican in the White House, and Mitt Romney is the one that I think would do the best job. I'm very concerned, very deeply concerned from our national security standpoint, which hasn't been the biggest issue in this campaign, about the future of this country if we had 4 more years of leading from behind.
Senator, when I first heard the news that you were endorsing Governor Romney, my first reaction was, hang on a second. I remember 4 years ago, one of the great quotes of the campaign, never get into a wrestling match with a pig. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it. That was you talking about Governor Romney 4 years ago. So how does it work with you guys? Did you not mean it 4 years ago, or do you not mean it now?
Well, look, primaries are tough. These are tough campaigns, and it isn't beanbag. And the fact is that as soon as the primary was over, Mitt Romney worked hard for my campaign. We became personal friends. We have worked together on a variety of issues. And look, primaries are tough, and I think that he waged an honorable campaign in the 2008 campaign, as I think I did, and so it was easy for us to come together after that was over.
All right, well then let me ask you to explain something about your friend, Governor Romney, because the other thing you said that struck me, Governor Romney has taken 2 positions on every issue, at least 2. His record as governor was far left. Has your opinion on that changed?
Of course, and the fact is that he's done a lot since then, campaigning, outlining his positions on the issues. Look, all of us from time to time over the years change our positions as conditions and circumstances change. But I don't think there's anyone in America that has changed positions more times than the President of the United States on virtually every issue. I think that Governor Romney has waged a very clear-cut, very concise, and very, I think, important campaign mapping the future of his presidency, and I agree with his positions on the issues, both on domestic and foreign policy issues.
Senator Newt Gingrich has gotten a lot of flack for calling Mitt Romney a liar. Even when the 2 of you were mixing it up 4 years ago, neither of you ever crossed that line. But Gingrich was hit by $3 million worth of unregulated ads in Iowa from Mitt Romney's friends. Now, you campaigned all your life to reform the campaign finance system. Don't you think there's something wrong with that?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's appropriate to call your opponent a liar. That's just something that we don't do in politics unless you certainly have some overwhelming proof. But look, what's happening now is what I predicted when Citizens versus United, the United States Supreme Court, and I think one of the worst decisions in history, struck down the restrictions in the so-called McCain-Feingold law. A lot of people don't agree with that, but I predicted when the United States Supreme Court, with their absolute ignorance of actually what happens in politics, struck down that law that there would be a flood of money into campaigns, not transparent, unaccounted for, and this is exactly what is happening. And those are the rules, and everybody's playing by those rules. And I predict to you that in the future there will be scandals because there's too much money washing around political campaigns now that nobody knows where it came from and nobody knows where it's going.
You may very well be right. Senator John McCain, thanks so much for joining us this morning.